Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is Daniel Weaver with Weaver's Garage coming to you for another installment on a Saturday afternoon. Been fooling around in the garage for the past few weeks. Not really much of excitement going on this past few weeks, except for, yeah, the Chevelle right here behind me. Everybody knows that I've had that car for a while now and been fooling with it, doing things on my own, making it my own car and my own tasteful mods, I guess you would say. But yeah, this is my barn from the outside. Everybody's ever seen it. I got the old Napa sign from Sunbury from back in the day. And yeah, so let's just go over a few little things here and where we're at on this Saturday, September 20th. Thanks. All right, it's inside my garage, or my barn, as you would call it. Um, this is my 72 Chevelle. Um, we recently went to a car show up in Ashland last weekend, and I've been doing some work on the rear end of this thing because it's been making some clunking noises. I think it's specifically due to the rear differential. I think I got a posi unit going out, and I'm trying to get somebody to get me in before we head to the Pumpkin Run Nationals here first week of October. But I'll be fooling with that for a little bit. I don't know, trying to find a local garage here in Columbus or near Sunbury area that would look at it. Took it up to one shop or a couple days ago, and they didn't have enough time to get me in, going on vacation or something like that. But yeah, so if you know anybody out there, feel free to make some recommendations down in the comments below on who do you think would be a good person to help me tackle the posi unit in the back of this rear end. I'm not going to try to attempt that, but so here's where we're at on this thing. The Chevelle has a few little things that I want to get done. For one is rattly steering wheel. I got to rebuild a steering column on that thing. Finally got the dash done, as some of my friends who follow me on Facebook have been working on that for a while. But also too, I bought these door panels off of summitracing.com, and I don't know where they look like they're cheap replacement door panels. But as you can see here, I got this coming apart. I might try to fix that. I should probably send them back, but one of the worst things about it is this. So the top ridge up here did not want to lock in against it on the inside of this window channel here. So I'm going to attempt to pull that apart and try and fix that, because it's annoying. It doesn't, when you shut the door, it doesn't line up real well with the backside here. So I'm going to try and get that fixed. And then also too, as you can see down in the bottom down there, I put some speakers down in there from the kick panels, at least have some tunes. But I've got some new replacement ones for those. I bought off of, I think I bought them off of Summit. I'm going to attempt to put those in here whenever I get time. But yeah, I've got these nice kick panels here that I can put the component set in there. The speakers that are in there are I got off my buddy Brad, who collects old school stereo stuff, and I think they're blown. So in my cabinet here, I've got a set of Fusions in there and a couple amplifiers there too. I think we're going to put in there. Maybe put my system back together, old school stuff. So yeah, Chevelle's sitting here. I'm probably going to jack it up too. I also want to change the transmission fluid. I've never changed the transmission fluid in this thing since I got it in 2011. Of course, I only put about 1,000 miles on this thing a year, if that. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at with the Chevelle. I'm going to work on it. We're trying to get it ready for the Pumpkin Run. Probably going to end up trailering it, because that's a long drive, and I don't want to, if I can get the rear end fixed. If I can't, then I'm just going to trailer it, I think, with the F-150 and the trailer like I did last year. You may not know that we're coming up on a year since we won this thing. So this has kind of been sitting over here. I've been kind of fiddling with it when I have time. A couple little updates on it right now is I did put the pulleys on the front, and trying to get this alternator bracket that I bought off of Speedway Motors. And I think this is the closest one that I've gotten thus far. There's some adjustments that need to be made. I just got it sitting up there for mock-up right now. But as you can see, that the alternator hits this spot right here on the back side. So I've got to look at that. try to align it to get it to fit a little bit better. But that's about what I'm looking for when I put that thing in. Then I got that little air cleaner there. And might go with a little bit taller one that's a little bit janky looking. But yeah, and then I got that, and then come around to the other side. I'll show you. I did put the starter on it. I got a nice little mini starter down there. There's that. And then also, too, another new addition to, I picked up this fuel tank off of Marketplace. And it's got the fuel sender right here. And then it's got the little sump down here for the inlet and outlet. And then there's a vent up there. But this is pretty much going to go right down below it in the frame rails. And then this little gas cap will pop up down in there. So I think that'll work out perfect. Then the differential down there, I got to take it and get it freshened up with the posi unit as well. Of course, all it is money, right? And then my son and I, Jackson, I bought this creeper on Amazon, and those wheels on that thing lasted for about 2 weeks, and the ball bearings fall out, probably because my heavy butt rolling on it. But it's supposed to be heavy duty for people over 300 pounds, which I'm not 300 pounds, but yeah, so there's that. Got that fixed, put a new set of Amazon wheels on it. So there's heavier duty. So we'll see what happens. Of course, my new toolbox I got for my birthday. I'm kind of cleaning up here a little bit. I've got this guy here too that I bought at Harbor Freight that the wheels didn't last very long. So I'm gonna get a new set of wheels for it. And then the new addition to the Weaver garage is this Vulcan ProTig 205. Only thing I'm waiting on now is to get up enough funds to get this, get the argon tank for it. And then my pops gave me this really nice made in England vise, bench vise here. It's a Record number 5. Pretty heavy duty. I got it just temporarily down on the workbench there. But this is pretty much going to be my work fab area here. And then Dad gave me this too, this little drill press. Pretty nice. This little cart is my buddy Don's. He probably wants that back. And then I got the little Miller Cricket there. That's nothing bigger than sheet metal, MIG welder. But good enough to do some stuff. This extra air compressor here, I might put that on Marketplace and get rid of it. And then my Ingersoll Rand 220 volt air compressor, and then all this junk up here I got to get rid of. But so yeah, there's that, and then some other junk back there. Some of the stuff I'm going to be getting rid of, like this knack box back here. I don't need it anymore. This is Sarah's, my wife's, was a prop for one of the church plays or one of the plays, and it's a nice porcelain, like 20s or 30s stove. Don't really need it, but trying to figure out what to do with it next. But slowly but surely coming together. I'd like to get my barn refinished at some point too. Yeah, the gutters are full of leaves, obviously. I want to stay off the roof, because last time I was on the roof, I landed right there on the ground. About killed myself. And then also too, a new addition to Weaver is this Chevrolet 1500 pickup truck. This used to be my dad's. It's just a beater truck. Almost 200,000 miles on it, 5.3 automatic, but runs great. I picked it up pretty cheap, so we can use it for run parts around. Make it a shop truck, I guess you would say. So yeah, rusted out there on the bottom. Typical places they rust around the bed, but pretty decent little truck. May ended up using the drivetrain out of it at some point for the next future project, but yeah. This is Saturday. Yeah, I got my little stool there from Harbor Freight. And then also, too, I forgot to mention, Jackson talked me into it, my boy. This Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight loves me, but this is the next thing I got to put together is a little steel fab table. Clamps and all the hardware. Got to put that together so we can start welding, getting some stuff together. So, yeah, give me a little tour of my shop. This is what I got working on. Haven't made a video in a while. Thought I'd make a real quick little video for everybody. Also, too, let me add to it while I'm just rambling things off here. It's a little dark over here, sorry. But this is the other side of the barn. Got a bunch of junk and garbage over here. Here's my speaker boxes. Those are for the Chevelle at some point. I got this guy. So I originally bought this car off of a coworker of mine that he would bought for his son for his first car. I think it's a 2005 or 2004 Volkswagen Touareg. It's got 180,000 miles on it. It's been sitting, and I'm probably going to end up selling it as well. If anybody needs a good first car for somebody, these things are built like tanks, extremely heavy. I just put a set of brand new tires on it. It does not keep a charge though. I think it's common for these things, for the batteries to get run down if they sit for a while. So, but it's a nice little first starter car for somebody. It does have a little. I got it locked right now, but the inside the interior, the glove box won't stay shut. That's a common thing on these things. But yeah, pretty good shape. Nice little thing. Nice little vehicle for somebody if they needed it. And then also too, if anybody's interested, probably going to end up taking this to the scrapyard. Jackson picked this up as a little project. And we don't have a title for it. So that's pretty much what ended our process of trying to make it roadworthy, because you can't get a title for it. Bought it off a guy up the street from us for a couple $100. So probably going to end up just sending it to the scrapyard. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Little V8 block there for end table project that I was going to do. Picked up from previous job, but here we go. Weaver Garage. So I hope everybody has a great weekend, and got a few things heading on today. I got a work trip coming up I got to take care of, and looking forward to that. Everybody wish me luck. So I'll update you in the next video. Everybody take care. Peace.